G'day, guys. Welcome back to the Pittsburgh Steelers Syndicate. I'm your host, Mark, and I thank you once again for checking out another video and a very important video. The Pittsburgh Steelers still have a chance to make the playoffs, and here's how. So, guys, I did a video the other day where there was 5 scenarios that the Pittsburgh Steelers could make the playoffs, right? There was a 6 seed and a 7 seed up for grabs. Now, however, the Pittsburgh Steelers can only grab the 7th seed, and here's how. So in week 17, we need the Seahawks, the Patriots, and the Steelers to win. Then jumping forward a little bit, we need the Bills, Jets, and Steelers to win in week 18. So in total, guys, we need 6 games to go in our favor. If these 6 games go our favor and our way, and we win out, the Pittsburgh Steelers will be holding a 7th seed. Now, I know a lot of fans out there, and when I say a lot, like the 5% of people representing the loudest guy in the room. Oh, we can't make it. There's no point. We don't want to make it. Even if we do make it, we're going to get beat by... the whinger. The whinger in the room. Oh, but if we make it, the Chiefs are going to beat us 50-10. The overall whinger. The whinging whinger. If we make it doesn't matter. That's what you sound like. You sound like that on the internet. Your YouTube comments and your Facebook comments sound like that. If we don't make it, or if we do make it, then what's the point? The point is you want to win. That's what the point is. The point is to make the playoffs is you want to cheer your team to win. And in reality, guys, this is a pretty good chance to make it, right? 6 games goes our favor. The Pittsburgh Steelers have the 7th seed. I don't care what anyone says. I will be cheering them for these 6 games. And I will be cheering the Steelers to make the playoffs and have a run. That's why I'm a fan. All right, so breaking this down. In week 17, the Seahawks versus the Jets. Now, I believe Mike White is coming back for the Jets. But I think the Seahawks are a better team, and they're playing at home. I think the Seahawks can win that game. Dead set I can. I think they can. Now, the second game in week 17, Patriots versus Dolphins, right? There is no Tua. And the Dolphins are on a slide. They've lost like 5 in a row or 6 in a row. The Patriots can win that game if they run the ball effectively and Mac Jones doesn't turn the football over. There is no Tua. So I'm not even sure who they're going to play at quarterback for the Dolphins. I think it's Skylar Thompson, I think his name was, the backup. I could be wrong. Now, the third game in week 17, Pittsburgh Steelers versus Ravens, right? We need this game. We need this game to stay alive in the playoff hunt. We need this game so the Ravens don't sweep us. So it's 1-1 this year. And we need this game for Kenny Pickett. This is a Kenny Pickett revenge game. The Baltimore Ravens took out Kenny Pickett a few weeks ago. So we need this. So if all 3 of these things happen, Seahawks, Patriots, Steelers, then we move on to week 18. Okay, we got 3 for 3. In week 18, we have the Bills versus the Pats. Now, this one's going to be pretty hard to judge. In week 18, a lot of teams tend to rest their starters. If the Bills already have the number 1 pick number 1 seed, or they can't go any higher, sometimes teams will rest their starters for the playoff run. So Patriots versus Bills, I think here will be 50-50. I can't tell you what I think's going to happen. What I want to happen is the Bills smash them and then they win. But I think this will be 50-50 because we don't know if Josh Allen will play or Stephon Diggs will play. All the starters. We're not too sure what's going to happen. But being at home helps too, no matter what. And the Bills want to win, man. The Bills have been a losing franchise for a very long time. Now they're a winning franchise. They want to win. The next game is also very comical because in week 17, we want the Jets to lose. However, in week 18, we want the Jets to win. We need the Jets to beat the Miami Dolphins. And we don't know in week 18, is Tua coming back? Is he still out? Are they playing the backup quarterback that is Skylar Thompson, I think his name is? I could be completely wrong with his name. I don't even care what his name is. But will the Jets beat the Dolphins? That's another game that I think is 50-50. Because what are they playing for? What are they playing for? Now, I want Jets to win for the scenario, but I don't know. To me, that's 50-50. And the last game for everything to happen is Steelers at home versus the Browns, right? Now, no matter what you think of Deshaun Watson, The views on that, I'm not getting involved. But what I do see from Deshaun Watson is that he's a horrible quarterback. His quarterback play has been abysmal. I've literally seen him throw the ball into the ground, short of the receiver, numerous times while watching highlights. No idea why they went with Deshaun Watson. They didn't stay with Jacoby Brissett. I think they did Jacoby Brissett a huge disservice. I know that the Browns were, trying to go the money route, and they spent so much money on Watson, and he's the guy, he's the future, push that narrative. But Brissett was playing better. So I could see the Steelers at home absolutely smashing Watson. Yeah, not for the reasons off the court or off the pitch, but for the reasons because he's a bad quarterback. He's a bad quarterback. So he needs to get better in the offseason. So in week 18, the Bills can win, the Jets can win, and the Steelers can win. So if this happens, then the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to the playoffs. And guys, I'll be very frank and honest. That's a good thing. That is not a bad thing winning. It's not a bad thing going to the playoffs. Now, some fans out there, well, we're going to go and we can't. If we go, we're going to lose. That's a loser mentality. It's a loser mentality, right? Like, you want to see your team win. You want to see your team win every single week, right? You want to see your team have a chance to go to the playoffs, have a chance in the dance to hoist the Lombardi if you can do that. I don't see anything wrong with winning in this scenario that the 6 games goes our way and the Steelers get a 7th seed. I don't care if the Steelers get blown out by the Chiefs. I don't care if the Bengals blow them out either. At least you have a chance in the playoffs because not many teams can get there. You ask a Denver Broncos fan their narrative this year. I bet you they want to go. I bet you they were hoping that Russell Wilson and their team wants to go to the playoffs. Sometimes, Steeler Nation, we can be spoiled to a certain degree. If we make the playoffs, why are you crying? It's a good thing. Why are you annoyed if the Steelers make the playoffs? If they make the playoffs, it's actually a good thing for the team. It helps with confidence. It helps with Kenny Pickett's confidence. It helps with GP's confidence. The defense can hopefully get back at it. It helps overall. It's a confidence building thing. And to say, you know what, we're going to get blown out, it hasn't even happened yet. So right now, Steeler Nation, a lot of tankers out there want everyone to lose. They want us to lose these 2 games and fall backwards and get a better draft pick. But to me, that makes no sense. To me, right now, I'm focusing on 6 games. Seahawks to beat the Jets. Patriots to beat the Dolphins. Steelers to beat the Ravens, right? Then I'm focusing on Bills to beat the Patriots. Jets to beat the Dolphins. And Steelers to beat the Browns. If those 6 things happen and go our way, then to me, that's a good thing. I really don't. I just don't understand, guys. I just don't understand the narrative around that if we get there, we're going to lose. Or making the playoffs is not a bad thing. It's also another tick on Mike Tomlin's resume that he's never had a losing season. If they win out these 2 games, Mike Tomlin will never have a losing season and another playoff run. So you have to be happy with that, guys. You have to be happy. Anyways, let's check it out one more time. It is week 17, Seahawks, Pats, Steelers, and Bills, Jets, Steelers. As always, here we go, Steelers. Here we go.